We'll have to talk about that in a minute. That's going to be putting some strain between Norway and Denmark. And I think Sweden would probably be in a good position if they took Protestant as well. Okay, so France being reformed. That is interesting to me because France tried to turn Protestant during the Great Dark Age that France went through, and Catholic rebels flipped them back to Catholicism. So since they've lost Protestantism, they've gone for the Reformed. The Reformation is actually founded in Provence. Now, do you have a centre of trade of your own? You do. So Montpellier and Anjou are both Reformed, so this would have been very difficult to resist. So that's definitely one thing in their favour. When they went Protestant, they did not have a centre of Reformation, which is one of the reasons they struggled to convert so much. And also, and this is definitely not scary for the nations around them, if you take the war fervour with France, that's another plus 10 morale, plus the 20% morale from Milan, plus any morale you might get from offensive or defensive ideas, and I think France do have defensive. That's going to be one really scary army. Like their morale right now, let's actually just go and take a look at the ledger, military, army comparison, morale. Commonwealth right now coming in first place with their 4.07. We'll need to look at why that's so high. France is... oh, they probably just don't have maintenance up. I do wish that this showed without maintenance. Like, just as if you were at full. But it's not. I'm going to assume that your maintenance isn't full. Let's just double check that. Yeah, see, they've got 0 maintenance. So their maximum morale would actually be... where's morale? There it is. Oh, you can't even see it there. And they don't have Elan yet, so that is one thing to consider, although they are only 2 ideas away from getting Elan. So then they'll have Elan, military drill, war fervour, plus any other modifiers that they may get in the future, including probably some policies. That should be quite interesting. Alright, so Commonwealth is going after Bohemia again. This, again, this is treading on HRE toes. Like, Poland's able to do this because Austria screwed up. Austria is no longer the emperor, so they are no longer protecting them. And in fact, the emperor right now is Brunswick. Yeah, Brunswick's not going to be able to do very much against the Commonwealth. Also, I wanted to take a look at the Commonwealth and see how exactly they got so much morale. They have defensive ideas. Note that's France. They don't have defensive ideas. They have aristocratic, which doesn't give morale. Quality, which doesn't give morale. They don't even have their focus on field defences. How do they have so much morale? Alright, so they have a morale of armies advisor, which is another source of morale. They're actually paying their armies, which makes a big difference on that overview chart. That might be one of the main reasons, because there's no major wars going on. They are the only ones doing it right now. Hey, 94th men. I think Austria going Protestant was a dumb move. Oh, he said himself, like, he really screwed up doing that. And this is going to screw up things in Europe. I know that Fuhrer, you keep on saying you've got good relations with Poland, but you are letting Poland run away with this. I know you're not in the game right now, so there's not much you can do about it, but that's going to cause you problems in the future. Bit of a mistake not to take the Isle of Man there. May cause problems for the Navy if England uses it as a base to raid. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Although, England can't raid. Not in that way. Not unless they become a pirate, which they... Now, that would be interesting. Oh, I kind of hope that Bob does this, actually, in 2 weeks. So if Bob was reduced to just having 6 provinces, he could raise the black flag. And then you would have a English player who is a pirate. That would be pretty amazing, actually. Because then, yes, he could use this as a raiding base. And he could cause mayhem in the whole of Europe. England's a player, but he's not here at the moment, so they're protected. Oh, we have someone coming in. Who's this? Cold Rage. Must have crashed. Cold Rage is Austria.
Hello, Mordred.
Hello.
A new great power has entered the world stage.
Oh, yeah? How did Morocco do that?
Portugal. Not Morocco.
Oh, okay. Portugal, great power. I can't click on the great powers right now because of this loading screen. But congrats, that's cool.
I think it's colonies finishing, just giving me the extra boost.
Yeah, probably, because colonies contribute, what, half of their development?
Half, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a bit behind on tech, and so haven't been able to develop Portugal very much.
And it doesn't have particularly good territory for that, does it? I'm not actually sure what Portugal is like.
It's got some grasslands and like one farmland, so there's a little bit of land you can develop nicely.
Okay. Yeah, once this loading screen's gone away, I can actually click on Portugal and see what these colonies are. Come on. There we go. So yeah, you've got lands still going for Haiti. Caribus has actually formed, so you have a colonial nation. That's cool.
Yeah, so I've got Caribas. I've got some cores on some natives in Brazil, so there will be a Brazilian colonial nation soon, and then I'm working on heading around the African coast as well.
In fact, how do you not have a colonial nation down here yet?
Because I conquered 2 provinces, and so they need to core first.
Ah, gotcha. I was going to say, you've got 5 cities. This should be colonial nation, but yeah, if they were conquered, you have to call them. Fair enough. So how do you feel about Morocco going after Cuba?
Going after Cuba, I'm a little annoyed about that, but it's kind of my fault from being late from last session, because otherwise I would have colonized that rather than where the AI colonized.
Gotcha, because yeah, he managed to snap up Havana, which is probably the most valuable province in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Although there are still a couple of others which you still haven't got.
Yeah, it's I'll send a colonist back there once I've got Brazil going as a colonial nation. I've only got 2 colonists at a time.
Right. But you can send more. It just costs you a bit more.
Yeah, I'm still like 2,000 ducats in debt.
How on earth did you achieve that?
That's from merking up hard right in the first session to defend against Castile.
Oh, okay. And you're still recovering from that?
I'm still recovering. It's been a slow recovery.
Damn, that has been slow, crikey. How's your trade control over Sevilla? Oh, you got dominance.
Yeah.
Yep, that helps.
But it's not the richest trade node yet. It's worth about as much as the English Channel, though.
Is it? 14.4, English Channel 14.5. You are 0.1 away. There's still no Genoa. Genoa's 30, so if you could, like, take over some Aragonese territory, for example, or maybe some southern France, you could tap into that, and Sevilla feeds into it.
Though that's both of my allies, and I'm not going to go and attack my allies.
Although, judging by what... Oh, no. I was going to say, judging by what France was just saying, Denmark just broke their alliance, but no, they haven't. What was Denmark yelling about?
The Dutch just broke the alliance, but that's because they want to consolidate some power in the HRE. So they were warning us that they were going to do that.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still kind of surprised that their coalition war hasn't triggered.
Yeah, me too. Though I'm not going to get pulled in, so...
Yeah, that's good.
Not my problem.
So, do you have many plans for Africa? Like, don't say it's a secret, because players will be watching this afterwards, but...
I haven't made any decision there yet.
Fair enough. Because I was asking the Congo player and Mali players and stuff like that, so I'm just kind of curious what the Europeans are going to be doing. Because you haven't been focusing over there too much. You do have 2 colonies. Oh no, you've got one down in Bangula now. Interesting.
Yeah, so I've got a couple in Cape Coast and one down there. So I'm just, at the moment it's just trading ports.
Mm-hmm. And now that we have a Vision Argar player, that's going to make India a lot more interesting.
Yes, that's going to be a bit of an issue potentially for me.
I wonder how the Timurids are feeling about that as well, because they were basically saying that India was their backyard.
Yeah.
I actually had a look at Vision Argar. I haven't really paid much attention to them as yet. I should do that.
I'm going to go jump back in the normal chat.
Okay, thanks for that. And, oh, actually, I can see the Great Powers now. And you're not on it.
I am now losing my great power status, unfortunately. It was short-lived.
but it was worth it, I'm sure.
It was.
How far behind are you? 355... No, yeah, 355 behind.
Yeah, I
Ford's
think
96.
Mamlet's just accepted a...
Institution.
Because
that's one hell of a jump. That's like 140.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, I'll let you get back then.
Alright.
So yeah, Vijayanagar. Let's take a look. They are currently at war with Bahmanis, which makes a lot of sense, trying to expand further into the north. Usually, the great conflict early on is Bahmanis versus Vijayanagar. Then the victor of that obviously dominates southern India, and then can really start to dictate terms to the rest of India. Delhi tends to be a bit of a thorn. Jaunpur tends to be a thorn. Tirhut, of course, the mighty Tirhut is a big thorn. And I'm still kind of astonished that Mewar lost to Malwa, because Mewar tends to win, and Mewar is usually the next hurdle, or Orissa. Orissa, having beaten out Bengal, is interesting. That's usually, like, in the same way that Bahmanis and Vijayanagar are fighting, Orissa and Bengal tend to fight. Jaunpur to a lesser extent. How's the religion here? Still very much Sunni here in the north, but Orissa is actually Hindu, and has converted the majority of the Bengal province. No, Bengal starts as Hindu. It's the country that's Muslim. So because Hindu powers have taken control over this land, they didn't actually need to convert anything, which is definitely one of the benefits of playing as a Hindu power. Like, as you expand into the Muslim north, their territories are Hindu anyway. What did Commonwealth gain from Bohemia? I would assume that was a restoration of union. Yeah. Junior partner of the Commonwealth, because last time, Commonwealth got a PU over Bohemia. It was broken because the king died during the war for the Commonwealth to get that PU over Bohemia. I think that's how it worked. And they've restored it. So Commonwealth currently has a PU over Bohemia and Hungary, which is definitely dangerous. Calico, because you attacked me, he was an ally to Castile in the Great Gank, or is, I know, it's just amusing. How do I expel minorities? Okay, so Calico is just trying to work out how some of the Golden Century stuff works. I just wanted to make sure I stay on top of that, because I have no way of referring to the chat once it's gone. How's Diviet doing? Diviet has, I think, expanded a little bit. Actually, no, they haven't. Keimer is...
Hello.
Allied. Hello.
Didn't know if you had noticed. I did some minor expansion.
Oh yeah.
Yep, took an opportunity war against Ayutthaya, from Ayutthaya against Lang Zhang, and I ate a Suk province.
Gotcha. It's funny, actually. I was looking at your country, saying, "Have you expanded at all?" So, what happened in that war?
What happened is I saw Ayutthaya, however the heck you say it, declare a war, and I thought, if my colonist finishes, I can then eat them. Luckily enough, my colonist went ding, so army went full maintenance. I had a few cannons, went in, took Nong Kang, took their capital, or sieged down Nong Kang, their capital, and Lang Puang, and then because they had two big allies, like, if I can make them...
One second.
Yeah.
So, Code Rage disconnected again, just to let you get a heads up, and then I made a mistake. I'm guessing Mind Boy's going to be protected since he wasn't able to get in.
Oh, okay. Yes, he would be.
Lots and lots of monies.
So yeah, if you just white piece that one out, I guess.
I was going to go for at least war reps, but...
Yeah, that's kind of against the rules, though, if he's protected. So no, white piece. Sorry. Otherwise, you can just harvest players who aren't here for cash, and that's not fair.
Well, I guess I will be doing nothing this session since everybody around me is protected.
Yeah, that's one of the realities of multiplayer.
Yeah, it's just, like I said earlier, all three people, most of the people that were losing, all just didn't show up this week, though.
Yeah, shall we not talk about this live? Let's talk about this offline. Please. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. And then I noticed Tongu and Ava starting to siege down. It's like, if I can just get them to peace out real quick, and sure enough, they peaced out. I got some money, got them to give up all claims on my territory. Boom!
Oh,
nice little expansion.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So are you planning another war against them once the truce is up?
Oh, absolutely. I want... Let's see. I got their copper. I got their silk. What's left? Grain. grain, and ooh, Chinaware. Yes, I want all that.
Yeah, Chinaware down there in the south, and then also some tropical wood.
Oh yeah, I have plans to get Kamer either to be a forced vassal or just slowly eat them. I'm not sure which at this point, but go figure. The moment I take Da Nang back from Champa, they start building a military. Like, seriously?
Yeah, so Champa's your vassal,
Vassal.
and you're just allied to Kaima. Gotcha. I was trying to work out what the diplomacy in that region was.
Yes, I've been debating trying to get Kamer to, whenever I have the opportunity to make them a vassal because their influence gets high enough, the wrong religion part breaks it. It's like, all right, I'm going to have to force vassalize you and force you to convert, and then I'll force it all and then make you happy, and then you'll be my little brat.
Well, their liberty desire at the moment is low enough that you could do stuff. Oh, it's relations, isn't it?
Yeah, Champa actually is giving me money again, which is wonderful.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 41% would mean that they would do so. Hey, Mus, thanks very much for the raid. Welcome to Mus's Viewers.
Yep. And didn't know if you also noticed, but I am colonizing Guam.
Oh, are you? Now
Yeah,
I can't scroll again. Oh, yes, I can.
I just got the Diplotech. I've been waiting for it.
Nice. So how much expansion have you actually done with exploration stuff? Guam, anything else?
Guam, 2/3 of Taiwan, because I couldn't reach Guam,
That's
I
right.
couldn't reach that earlier, and I've been slowly looking around, seeing what's an area. I'm able to see all of Arabia now, all Saudi Arabia, and I can slowly hit up the eastern coast of Africa. That's how far I can explore, but that's because I have no options, and having exploration ideas plus 50% exploration range is really nice.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious is if you took the South Africa before the Europeans do.
I have a funnier plan, but I won't spill that on
don't.
screen. I want it to be a nasty surprise.
I'm looking forward to that. Like, hit me up when you're saying, okay, well, nasty surprise is about to hit.
I need to... First up, my colonization is slow, so it'll take a little bit. I'm hoping I can get there. If not, then it's like, well, I'll spell it on the screen because I can't do it anymore. So,
How come it's slow? Do you not have... You have colonial maintenance right up?
I have it. It's just, it's tropical and not neighboring. It's a pretty big penalty for me.
That's true. And once you get Land of Opportunity, which is the next exploration idea, that's going to increase your speed.
Yes, that will help. I wanted the Diplotech 7 really bad because then I can do more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how is the tech penalty affecting you?
82%.
That's affecting you.
And I just got my 3rd free stability of the game.
Oh, nice.
What the? I'm not complaining.
And you're at +2, which is also good.
Yeah, it's keeping down a lot of these rebels. From eating people that don't want to be eaten.
Yep. I mean, people generally do find that to be a little bit rude.
Only slightly.
Although Champa's currently got 80%, so you do have some rebels about to fire.
Yeah, I'm debating I can't make their autonomy any higher, so I'm trying, but I got multiple rebels going on. It's like, this is rebel scum.
Yeah, and there's only 10,000 of them, and your standing army is 20, so you should be okay.
Yeah, I'll be okay. It's just with the colonization and the missionary stuff, I'm not making a whole bunch of money right now.
I mean, that's not surprising. Colonization and missionaries are expensive. Actually, what religion are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a different religion from everyone else. That I did not realize.
I am. That's why it's as much harder than any other start here. The different religion kills a lot of influence.
So what does Mahayana do for you?
Mahayana gives me idea cost minus 5%.
Right.
And
the
tolerance of heretics.
Plus you have karma system, which the Buddhists have.
Oh yeah, which if I can get it around 50 again, I'll have more discipline.
Karma between -33 and 33, you'll get +5 discipline.
And
If it
+2
goes
Diplo rep.
higher, then you get more Diplo rep. So you actually want it to be as close to 0 as possible.
Yeah, but I've been taking a lot of stuff where it's like, don't cause rebels to fire. Here's more karma. Crap.
Yeah, you need to do something bad. You need to lose that karma. You've got too much positive karma.
Well, I've been taking Champa's stuff, so not sure much more I can do. Other than when the truce fires told eating up Long Zhang, I couldn't make them break in their alliances. Ooh, they only got one right now.